Yeah, such a direct subliminal.
Yeah, you know.
I mean,
listen, it's all about growth, right? A tree has branches. Branches have to reach out as far as they can.
Yeah.
And one
So
of our strongest branches.
He came in, got his expert tag through us, and then used it somewhere else.
Like grew a branch, dropped the acorn, rolled over, grew a whole nother tree. Grew a whole nother tree. In a week.
Shit. Didn't tell nobody about it. Yeah,
but Bub's venturing, and who knows? I mean, the only problem I had with it is that I don't know why there wasn't no shout out about the podcast that you helped build. But, maybe the conversation didn't go in that direction. Whatever. Maybe y'all were just talking about y'all future. Nah, man, it's still beef, bro. It's just,
No, Alex meant that. I like
yeah. It just caught us all off guard
the whole time. He's got to keep that energy for the rest of his life.
It was the boldness that you posted it, like on your Instagram,
and told everybody to shush.
Yeah, you know what it felt like? It felt like when your crush posts a picture of her and her dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, with a shh. Yo, we've been talking for weeks. You didn't even tell me you was seeing nobody. We've been on dates. I done spent money. Like,
she omitted. I omit it.
She omitted.
I omit it.
I love it though.
Oh man.
Go ahead, now you can do it. Now you can intro.
Your own Pain's podcast
featuring Bubs. Guest appearance on Loner.
Oh shit. Oh man. Yo, I'm glad to be back. This is my first podcast of the year.
It is.
Y'all have done two already. One that I interrupted and never went anywhere.
I mean, it's out there.
And then last week's. Last week's was pretty dope. Yeah. Even though I disagreed with everything y'all said, but last week's was pretty dope.
You didn't disagree with everything.
I didn't disagree with me being at DC. Because
the high likelihood. The timing was right.
Right. It was.
Timing was right. Had a
Had
white woman with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Who knows?
It was easy.
They let me right in. It was like family.
It was a revolution.
Right. I was right in there, dog.
I get it. What episode we on now?
Episode 120. Is it 120? It's 128, right? 128. Yeah, because we posted 127.
128.
Yeah.
Hey.
Featuring Miggs and Joe.
Featuring the amazing Miggs and the man Sheen Joe Reverdes.
By the way.
Huh?
King of PVD.
And Juan Carter. Bub used to be a podcaster. Juan Carter. Now, welcome, fellas. Thank you for joining us tonight, man. Happy Wednesday. Happy 120 inaugural day.
Yep.
The world is changing around us right now. Happy to have the opportunity to break bread with you, brothers.
Thank you. Yeah, that was delicious.
That was
awesome.
Appreciate the meal.
It was my pleasure. If I'd have known about the vino, I'd have brought out the glasses.
It's all good.
Appreciate the bottles.
Yeah, got the bottles, got the Tres Leches.
It's going to get me out of trouble.
Y'all brought gifts. Shout out to the guests that bring gifts.
Yeah, man. This is too much.
No. It feels about right.
All right.
I get used to it. I'm just saying, but now, welcome, fellas, man. So you want to go around the room and just say how we feeling? How was our weekend? What we've been up to?
Yeah, start with the legend.
The king.
The
Manchin. The Manchin. Uncle Manchin.
Well, I'm blessed. I'm feeling great.
Yep.
Ready to rock another year with all you guys.
I love it.
Good.
Did anything this weekend? Or last weekend?
Worked out.
Yeah.
You know he worked out.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
He worked out.
Yeah. That's a given.
Well, just in the process of moving. Purchase house. So
congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Joe.
The wife has got me working like a slave.
Yeah. Happy wife, happy life.
Makes sense. Sounds about right.
Happy wife, tired husband.
I'm going to keep that one. That one's right. Happy wife, tired husband.
Yeah.
That's good.
The last time that you were here, we were talking about the Burpee record challenge. Are you still pursuing that at all, or is it
Yes, I was in a pace to actually beat the guy, and all the scope what happened. They shut down the gym, so it was so much up and down. So I kind of laid back a little, but I'm back at it again.
Oh yeah,
it's definitely gonna happen.
It's definitely gonna happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's one of my New Year's resolutions. It's definitely happening.
Nice.
As soon as you finish moving.
What is it that you're doing? Are you doing? I have this many burpees to do today, and then the next day I'm gonna up that, and that's how you're scaling up.
Yeah, well, it's I'm doing right now. I'm doing 500 an hour. You have to keep that. You have to keep that pace for 24 hours.
Just five.
For
now-
24 hours?
24 hours. Yeah.
Just 500 an hour.
Yeah. So
This is
Burpees.
burpees.
I'm
yeah.
not doing 500 in a month, I don't think.
Full burpees, chest to the floor. Yeah, burpees. So right now, like I was in the pace doing 500 an hour, and then this happened. So it
24
kind of sent me.
hours.
But I just did it 2 weeks ago. I tried it. I'm still at 500, even though I'm a little heavy right now. So at 145, I'm gonna drop 25 pounds. At 145, I'll be.
so
ready to go.
You're gonna drop 25 pounds.
25 pounds. Yeah.
to get to 145.
Yeah, that's my fighting weight.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm light, that's strong at that
Yeah,
weight.
yeah.
Yeah, right now I'm 170, almost 170. It's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
Well, it's still performing, but not. You can feel the difference.
Like, do you have to wear a diaper?
No.
You don't. I feel like that would be
No,
something.
you go
especially-
to the bathroom, right? Whenever.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
but-
that's if you
but
know you're
have-
gonna
you
shit
have-
yourself.
You have 24 hours, so the break is not much. It's like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So you really
So you're not eat. Oh, you said you didn't eat for days before, right?
Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Maybe just a couple of drinks here and there, protein drinks, piece of fruit, stuff like that. You
Cobb,
really-
is that living life?
Yeah, for Joe.
For Joe.
Absolutely, man. Joe's living life. He's beating records.
I'm still gonna recommend that diaper, dog. I know if it's me. I get the 40 an hour, and that 41st might be.
People don't understand it. Like I said, they think I'm stupid or why you
I
doing
just
it.
wanna-
It's too much on your body, which I understand
I
that.
can imagine because now your hands are involved, right? Your
Your
full
hands,
body,
your shoulder,
full body is
your
involved.
lower back, your
Wrist,
lower back
forearm,
takes a big
lower
beat.
back.
Your
Elbow.
shoulders, I mean your wrist, everything takes a full body, yeah. But the reward is great when it's
I love
done. Yeah,
It's the
reward is
confidence for
great.
me, Joe. It's the
Yeah,
confidence.
it's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes my weekend look a little shitty.
When do you think? By when do you think
Yeah,
you'll be able
I'm
to
tired already.
succeed?
Like, I'm hurting.
I want to do it in September.
September.
That'll be like a year from when I won the squat. So I'm September. I'm gonna do it. It gives me plenty of time to train, even if they shut things down. I have full gym at my house, so I can still train. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let nothing bother. No COVID, none of that stuff's gonna bother me this time. I don't care if they shut down, whatever. I'm prepared just to go forward and do what
That's
I
all right. Gina don't care no more. She took her money. She ran. She's out. You're good. We ain't closing anything down anymore.
You got her promotions.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah,
Don't worry
I
about
know.
that.
Yeah, I think so too.
She has to
Yeah.
be cleared, right? She hasn't been approved by Congress yet, Senate yet.
Hasn't she?
I don't think they did it.
That was just a recommendation.
Yeah, it's a proposal right now. Yeah, my man Joe. I don't know if y'all watched those pages.
I
did.
was.
I did. I did.
The what?
He was out there
On the page.
protesting in front
Oh
of her house.
yeah. I was
well-
double tapping those.
I thought the outside workout was fire in front of the
Everybody's
Capitol
protesting
building.
at the State House. You don't see her. They don't care. So I
Yeah,
said, go
absolutely
right
not.
to her house. Go bother her while she's having a meal, enjoying her kids, enjoying all that. She's bothering us every day. So let's go right to her house and just pay her a visit.
Again, it's the confidence.
and it happened, right?
It's outstanding.
Right? I mean,
That's it. Yeah, I'll pull up at your front door.
everybody wants to go to the State House, but who's there? Like you're in the building. There's nobody there.
Right.
Even if she's not home at her house, but her neighbor sees that, her neighbor's gonna feel uncomfortable. So what happens? She has to make sure that she responds and talk back to you.
Get the fuck out of my yard. I'm calling the police. I voted for you. My vote.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah. That's Joe's weekend. Who up?
Yeah, can't complain.
Thanks. How was it?
It's quiet. I'm doing all right. I mean, I lost like 60 pounds in like 3 months.
Get it, boy.
Awesome. Congrats.
Get it, boy.
Awesome, man.
Might go check out Joe and lose another 60.
Yeah, awesome.
That's a
man.
fact.
Good.
So, yeah, things are good, man. I mean, just work and just kind of keeping yourself mentally occupied and stuff. And nothing, man. Just a quiet weekend and stuff. Trying to get back into like normality. You know what I mean? Things are shut down and stuff like that. So just trying to,
Is it get back to normality or like create new norms? Because I feel like I don't know next time I ever like go out to a club or a game or
Yeah, probably create a new norm. You know.
like
A
get
concert? You're not going to a concert anytime soon?
not if I have to get vaccinated to go.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine that though? New norm. I hate when they say the new
Yeah.
norm. New norm. Social distance. You can't hug somebody. You can't
You
sit
can.
there. Come on, man. That's great. Yeah.
My
that's-
thing isn't related to the contact with people. It's like Ticketmaster is saying
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you have
yeah,
to
you have
prove
to.
you're
Yeah,
vaccinated
yeah,
to go.
yeah, to
then
go, yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
going.
They doing everything to make sure that we get vaccinated. That's the whole idea. They want us all to get vaccinated.
There was a rumor like airports too. Like
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
Well, now they're
I
saying.
don't think it's really gonna happen.
I don't
like
think
that,
so
though.
either.
No, man.
I mean, Ticketmaster came out and said something. I think.
Well, I believe they're
But I don't
saying
think the
something
airports are
about
saying
now traveling. If you're going out of the country, you need to test before you leave and then before you come back.
I'm fine with the test.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with the test.
That's fine. Yeah, you could test. All right, big deal. You could test it as far as vaccination. I think to each their own. If you like it, go get it. I'm against it, so
Yeah.
I should say no. I'm not gonna take it.
Yo, that
But
mandate for
I'm-
vaccination, I got the bull horns, no shirt on underneath. I'm storming. I'm fucking storming. That mandate, I'm storming.
Yes.
I can't go to school type shit. All right, now you force my hand.
Yeah, there.
I'm there. Like free will.
That's
Everyone can do
hilarious,
what they
man.
want to do with it and fight the good fight. But like,
Yep.
don't tell me I can't send my kid to school unless.
And they do.
Yeah, but aren't there certain
Well, you already have to get
yeah,
vaccinations.
aren't there certain
and
vaccinations?
shots to go to school anyway.
Where?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
When he was born.
Yeah.
No.
When he was born.
You have to prove
He'll-
that you got the shots, though.
to go to school.
Yeah, to go to
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
To go to school. Yeah.
Right, and again, though, these are proven plagues that murdered millions of people in the population.
Okay.
We're talking about a survivable virus right now. Like it's we've seen it time in and time
It's
out.
a
We've also
survival-
seen
yeah,
people lose
exactly.
their life to it, but the mortality rate is still not at a point where I'm
exactly. I gotta go.
like, I'm too scared to live
Yep.
without the vaccine.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. When it gets to that point, yeah.
Yeah.
Then
I
no, don't.
Yeah, I think you guys are right. Like, if people want to get vaccinated, let them get vaccinated.
Yeah,
but it shouldn't be
yeah,
like
there's no-
Ticketmaster
yeah,
shouldn't
exactly.
be like you.
No,
Yeah. If you want to get vaccinated and you feel like that's what you want to do, then live your life, right? That's what you want to do. Do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
But don't impose that on me now.
But if you're vaccinated and you're safe, what are you worrying about me for if I don't get vaccinated?
Right.
I'm the one who's gonna
Yeah,
die.
yeah. Now you're good now.
right.
Yeah,
Good to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You're my beneficiary. You're fine. You're like, yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah.
No.
That's
none
true.
of that.
That's true.
Um,
I'll go. Yo, Florida was dope.
All right.
Florida was dope, man. Florida,
allegedly.
yeah, allegedly.
That's what we telling the feds, right? You were in Florida.
Florida, D.C.
The floor of the Senate.
Yes. Yo, they cleaned that nice, by the way. Nah, but Florida was good, man. I was I didn't know this, but the part of Florida that I was in was like West Palm Beach area, and that's very MAGA-ish. You know what I'm saying? Very MAGA county. I didn't know that, but it's MAGA.
That's why there was no mask.
Like old people, yeah, like old people MAGA. So it's like they're not like the young, and they're not like they're just old Republicans. Like they just vote Republican type of shit. So yeah, no mask. So when you're outside of West Palm Beach, and I believe it's because West Palm Beach has the airport. So if you have one of these government or major corporate buildings or establishments there, like an airport, then there's probably you're gonna have multiple people flying in and out of that city. So you want to be very high end on your restrictions or whatever. But you skate out of West Palm Beach, man, and you go out into like Delray, Boca Raton. We were in Jupiter. You go into those areas. Hey, we don't do the mask around here. We don't.
Good.
Hey, weirdo.
Perfect.
We don't do that here.
Remove your mask.
Have
bro.
fun. I'm talking. It was like 2019. We went to bars. We went to. It was like nothing was.
Did
going
they have
on.
the glass separators?
Nope.
Nah, just straight raw dog.
Just Rhode Island, baby.
Just-
We do.
And they didn't have.
Democratic Grand States.
And they didn't have. So we did all that, which was crazy. So we kind of we have an exercise regimen, which is kind of short in the mornings, but we do it. And when we take vitamins and shit. So we did that, right? We were tight on that, and we did our masks. But after a while, you're just like, yo, I just want to be part of the people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you just become, you just blend in, and you're part of the people, and you accept the fact that I'm gonna get COVID. I'm gonna get COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna get it. So for the first couple of days, we did that, and then after that, we just blended in, and we were like, all right, well, if we get it, we get it. But we have to be cautious because her parents are coming over to visit us or whatever.
Exactly.
We did all the testings, everything came back negative. The crazy part about it was coming here. So coming here, you leave, you go to the airport, West Palm Beach. restrictions, but people still have the mask down to their nose. It's still like whatever.
Yeah.
Then we landed in Charlotte, and Charlotte is like not for play, right? You get out,
International airport too.
and it's right. So now you're getting out. You got the military police out there. Everybody's looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Like you got people looking for the mask. You know what I mean? And then you get here, and we got here, and we went to the dunk to get tested, and there was military police outside.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What's going on?" And
Did you go
they were-
inside the dunk?
They were like, "Nothing." So I was like, "What? Why is there military police where I'm getting tested to see if I'm okay?" It was
crazy.
from one dichotomy to the next.
Nuts.
You know what I'm saying? It was just a complete different. And we came back. I don't know how. I don't have it, but we didn't have it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we both.
It wasn't like I was out there swinging and shit, tongue kissing
We
strangers.
weren't, but I mean, fam, there was one point in time.
What was going on?
Check this out. So this is how crazy it got. We were, and I'll end it. But we were in.
No, don't.
We were in a bakery, right? We were in a bakery. We were trying to get breakfast in the morning. So we go in the bakery. There's a line, and they have, again, even though people are not following it, it's almost like freedom. It's almost like do what you please, right? In certain places, they're like, yo, you don't need that here.
Yeah.
But in other places, they have the signs, say 6 feet apart or whatever.
Do exactly,
Follow, do what you got to do. So, I'm standing 6 feet apart from the person in front of me, whatever, and chit-chatting with my girl, whatever. And all of a sudden, I feel like somebody bumped me behind me. And it's an old lady, and she's behind me. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm just digging in my purse." So I'm like, all right. So I push forward a little bit because I have 6 feet from the person in front of me. She does it again. She keeps moving closer.
Wow. She getting in that ass.
So I'm like,
She either pickpocketing or grab ass.
this is how much they don't care. Like she's not even, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't,
She's like, I live
I
life.
like that though. I like that.
live
they
life.
don't care. We had a waitress. The waitress was like, "Hey, how can I take your order?" She was taking down her mask so she could speak clearly.
Man, that's not how it works up north. That's not how we do it
Up north it doesn't work that way.
No way.
Yeah, no dividers. They sat at all restaurants were full. The bars were open. I don't know if it's because it's near the ocean. I mean, we're the ocean state, right? So, but man, it was different.
Nice.
Which life did you prefer better? Being up here?
Freedom, baby.
Yes,
Freedom, baby.
Yeah, freedom.
Okay.
Yeah, freedom.
Getting a rapid test
I
right
think
after
that
this. Right after this. Like, ugh.
I think that they did so much damage to people, even the young kids. I don't think it's gonna get back to normal for a long time. Just because that way you think it, because it's all how you think, how you process things. They got us so much fear.
Fear, man,
with
fear.
over that. I think it's gonna stay. It's gonna stay like this for a long time.
Yeah.
I hope not, but I don't know, man. This is tough.
Nah, you don't think by the summertime we'll be back to normal?
I'm hoping, man. I got all kinds of
beach
stuff.
normal.
Like I believe,
Go outside, clubs.
I believe even
I don't
when
know if I'm doing hookah again.
I think this is gonna be for some people.
No.
There's probably gonna be some people that will still walk around with masks on.
Mass, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think this will have an everlasting effect, like 9/11.
I think I would carry a mask just in case I go somewhere that I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, I think I've come.
You know what I'm saying?
I've become
Maybe.
accustomed to it
You
now.
know,
Like
I'm
it
not
doesn't
wearing
bother
no
me.
damn
But-
mask. I'm against masks. It
doesn't bother me at all.
I got people that hated me
I
for
love it,
this.
Joe.
I got
I
my
love it.
daughters in them mad at me because I speak the truth. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not wearing a mask. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go.
And when you mean by go, you talking about go out.
I'm-
You're like death.
If I'm dying, I'm dying. That means
Talk about death, though.
that means God.
Joe's
on me.
death prepped.
But I'm not gonna live in fear. See, I can't do this. I can't do that. That's not normal to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's not normal.
Me pedaling my bike, I got mask on like I see at the boulevard. I'm jogging the other day. He's got guys jogging. They got mask on. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, that's uncomfortable.
You got a person on the car driving by yourself. You got mask on.
Yeah.
I just want to like yell at the dude. That's stupid. Like serious. Doesn't
Pull
make
up and
sense.
honk on him.
But the thing is that you can't voice your opinion without people getting mad. Listen, you could tell me you don't like me all day long. I don't care. That's your opinion. I'm not going to hate you for it. That's your opinion. That's fine. I'm no angel. But the minute you voice your opinion, you can't do this, you got to watch, because of the business, you can't say this, screw that, you can't say this. Why can't you speak the truth? Why can't you say how you feel? But that's the problem. Everybody's so sensitive these days. You can't say that without, hurting somebody.
Nah, I like it, Joe. You pay taxes, man. You should have a voice.
yeah, like with the
You should
vaccination.
be able to say whatever the hell you want to say.
Go get your vaccine. I got family member of mine that want to get vaccinated. Go ahead, go. Take mine too. I don't care. It says, but I'm not getting
Joseph,
vaccinated.
have two.
Yeah, I have to take mine too. I'm like,
Have a couple of those.
but we can't speak. We can't speak our minds anymore. It's crazy.
So I was watching a video, and they were trying to get into a Trader Joe's in Oregon, and they didn't have their masks. And the guy was very polite about it, and it's a store policy. It's like, no, you're denying me my right to shop. So I get the freedom to express your opinion and how you feel about the pandemic, but are you fighting the policies that private organizations are putting in place where it's like now at A&D it's like you can wear your mask if you want to.
You want, yeah.
All right, which is fine.
Yeah.
At Trader Joe's it's like you can't shop here unless you have a mask on. Do you put the mask on then and then go shop, or are you like fuck Trader Joe's? I don't know, buy broccoli off the block.
Well, I'll probably have Trader Joe's and walk.
I'm out of here, dog.
My wife.
I'll grow up myself.
My wife don't have to go shopping in this because I really don't like I really don't. When I tell all my clients, listen, you can wear it. I'm not wearing it. I'm sorry, I'm not wearing it. If I definitely, if I know that I'm sick, like when I got a call that one of my clients had COVID, out of respect, I felt great. I could have went to the gym and worked out for 2 weeks. I didn't. I stayed at home. Out of respect to people do that. But if I'm feeling fine, there's no way I'm sitting here wearing a mask and doing this and that. Then you picked the wrong trainer. I'm not doing that because it's a proven fact that it does not help you. I mean, the guy that said he caught COVID, he's the only one of my clients. He's the only one that wore a mask. I mean, every time he wore a mask. Some of them didn't, but he wore it just because he has his in-law that comes to visit.
Yep.
He didn't want to affect him. He wore it. And guess what? He's the one that caught COVID. He didn't say it was for me. He said, like, I was for New Year's. I was a couple of people. I don't know.
Yep.
But I'm saying, okay, well, he wore a mask. So I know for a fact that if a mask saves you, it's not from the gym. But then a couple of people came positive right after New Year's. Everybody's partying.
It makes sense because that was New Year's is normally a gathering point for a lot of people, and
that's
the
what
hugging
happened,
and the kissing and the.
I think they should have been more upfront with the people that were dying and the causes for which they were dying. Like it's mostly old people.
Yes.
It's people that are crammed into tight areas. So New York City got hit bad. The group homes got hit bad prisons. Because people are crammed in together. If you have more than 2 point whatever additional conditions, that's going to be horrible for you.
Yeah.
And then they have to admit the mistakes that they did with the ventilators because that killed a ton of people. And they didn't know, right? Or they claimed that they did, but they didn't know, right? So they were trying to help people breathe and didn't know that at the end of the day, the body starts to depend on the ventilator. You take the ventilator away, you're basically taking a life. Right.
Is it a form of population control?
Is it?
I think so. Listen, I think so. I think it's population.
I like this.
Listen, man. I think it's
Like where this is
population.
going.
I don't even care.
Like how are we gonna protect Social Security
you
for another 10 years?
You want
Kill them all now.
to get real? I'm gonna get real. Listen, I love the United States. When I was young, we looked forward to coming here. Now I'm sitting back, I'm saying, damn, why did my parents even bring me to this damn country? And the reason why I'm saying because you're not free anymore. They're making choices. They telling you what to do, what not to do. I just want to go back. Sometimes if I had the money, I had the funds, I'd definitely get the hell out of here because I'm the type that I don't like to be controlled. You could be broke, whatever, but you want to have your freedom. Freedom means everything. And I feel that we don't have freedom like we did no more. You go to Florida, look, you enjoy yourself. I'll die to go back like that. Just to see
man, it
people,
was
just
beautiful.
To be normal. That's why when you're around me, I'm gonna make sure you feel normal. I'm not got your mask on, doing something. Listen, you want a chance, I'll chance it with you. Let's both die then. But let's die doing what we enjoy doing, working out. I'm not gonna sit there with a mask.
You bring up a good point too. Like we're supposed to be the United States.
United
So
States.
how is it that I'm going to Florida and it's a completely different world?
Then you
Completely
exactly
different.
Completely different world.
Exactly. It just doesn't make sense. And when you see that, it's all about money,
It's a lot of
money,
places.
money.
Atlanta's like that right now.
It's
Houston.
all money. But now I go back, like when I was young, 10 years old, I used to remember when the Americans used to come there, they'll build the school, they do this, and all of a sudden they want to vaccinate you. That's why they want to come, they want to use this test. It all made sense now because I never got into that. So I said, oh, wow. I remember parents like, oh, wow, the Americans coming, they're going to build this, build a soccer field, do this. Yeah, they go there, they build, but then the same time, okay, we'll do this, and we'll vaccinate you, make sure you're safe.
Right.
They come, listen, They used as a guinea pig. That's what they did. And when you're poor, you don't know.
Of course.
That's it.
Got a playground.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. We didn't look at that. Now when you start thinking, it's like, oh boy, we've been had years ago.
I don't know. Am I wrong for living in my ignorant bliss? Like
Listen,
I feel
that's
free
good.
as fuck.
No. Listen, man, that's good because I never got into that politics, all this bullcrap. I got into it by mistake by my clients. Hey, you hear this? Hey, you hear that? So, oh man, before you know, now I'm listening to Joe Most, all kinds, and it's Tyson.
It's not the COVID thing I feel imprisoned by because again, I don't really need that association with mass population and shit like that. Like, I'm good with my people and my circle, and I'm really grateful for COVID and the fact that I got to stay home with my son for most of last year. You know, it's just time that I would have never had with him. Yeah. You know, so in that aspect, and then working from home, I'm kind of saving money.
It was good.
It's like it's still building in the direction that I wanted to.
I agree. It was good, but then after a while, it gets tiresome too. Like when every day,
I get this feeling that you just don't like being told what to do, Joe.
No. Listen, no.
I like it, Joe. I like it.
Every Friday, me and my son, we went to see a fight, either mass here and there. There's no fights. It's all stuff that we enjoyed.
Yeah.
Fights. Yep. Come on, I mean, football. I mean, how everybody wanted to watch football, basketball. What happened? They stopped that. I didn't even think that was even impossible for them to stop something that's so strong, football, basketball, stuff that Americans live by.
Yep.
They shut that shit down. And everybody sit there and just let it all happen. And they said, "This is land of the brave." I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Does that speak?
I'm sorry, land of the brave. My ass.
I like that, Joe. I like that.
I'm sorry.
Does that speak to social conditioning?
Yeah.
So can and I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but since Miggs opened up the door,
See, he comes back to this energy after he stormed the Capitol.
No, yeah. Well, because
we were invited.
That's what happens when you sit down in prison. When you sit down in a holding cell, you got time to think.
Got time to think. Got time to QAnon shit.
Yeah, got time to read and shit. No, but is it like picture being able to control everything that a certain amount of people see, breathe, are educated by, etc. Like, don't you think that there could be some social conditioning where you could tame a certain population so that way, even if there is uproar, the uproar never reaches the top layer, right? It always reaches in between here, and there's always, but they're so tamed and so scared. Like you can't make conscious and sound decisions when you're scared. Like when you're in fear, you got it's either fight or flight. You got fight or flight instincts, right?
Exactly.
Because you're very anxious. So when you have a scared and feared population, then they're only thinking in rationalities that are either fight or flight because they're already scared and they're already anxious.
What about the content ones that are socially conditioned? I'm not scared. I'm not fighting either. I'm good here.
No, but is that all I'm asking is that a problem? Like to be almost inoculated by the society? Like I that's fine.
Isn't it a requirement though? Some level of social conditioning in order to have a productive society? Like I know that we want this idea of free thinking and everyone's free to do whatever they want to do, but like you're socially conditioned not to murder people. You know, you're socially conditioned to eat bad or eat good. But at some point, if you want to build a productive society, there has to be these common themes. And in order to have these common themes, I'm assuming there has to be some kind of conditioning involved with that.
But you have that with indigenous people, right? Indigenous people don't have that social conditioning aspect.
No, they don't have the overall one, but they have a conditioning within their society.
They have a common agenda, common goal, just like we do, right? But what I mean by social conditioning is puppeteering. I'm really talking about puppeteering here. I'm really talking about controlling what people are doing, right?
That's exactly.
You have indigenous people that have beautiful societies that we have written about, right? Like you have these Colombian books, these Brazilian books, these Ecuadorian books that talk about like the Panama Canal in beautiful, beautiful ways, right? Like and they talk about the workers prior to Shell gas station, right? Shell is a small city in Ecuador, right, where we get our oil, right? And then we got so much fucking balls, we named the fucking thing Shell. But before the Americans would go there, you have these beautiful Ecuadorian stories of the land that was there before
America's hit.
You had that puppeteering, and then you had Americans come in and they build the railroads, they build the schools that teach the American way.
The Americans,
right?
The Americans come and do you a huge favor.
Well,
like
people make a lot of money.
They'll come, they'll bomb you, and all of a sudden they'll bring you water and thing. Here, we're going to feed your kids. We're going to feed this ass.
We don't have to do this. It's costing us a lot. Just gonna need that.
And all of a sudden, your president dies in a plane crash.
I think to that puppeteering, I'm trying to think about that conditioning aspect, because is there an aspect to it where it's
you were anti-Trump. They got you. You were definitely anti-Trump.
I am anti-Trump.
Absolutely. So you were part of that, what he's talking about.
No.
Absolutely.
I'm not anti-Trump because of anything policy-wise. I'm anti-Trump because of who he presented himself to be. Him. I watch C-SPAN. I watch him. I listen to him. He's a liar. That's why I'm anti-Trump. But with that social conditioning part that you were talking about, he just threw me off. The aspect of that beautiful culture that you were talking about, right? When we sell the American dream, right? We are now conditioning ourselves to say like, hey, that indigenous living, that ain't where it's at. That ain't sexy. That's not progress. That's not success. Farming your own land and living, wherever you live, building your own houses and anything like that. Success is this car, that house, this account. Like, this is the American dream. I'm agreeing with you with the social conditioning, just not maybe so much that puppeteering, but it's how we get into that rat race.
Yep. How
every day is like, I gotta get up, I gotta know that I gotta. We don't have that contentness with like, I could just live off the land. Nah, I'm conditioned to believe that like, I got $100,000 today. I gotta have $200,000 next year. Like, I'm agreeing with you about the social condition. I'm just trying to think about other aspects and ways where we've been convinced about the way that we live. And then
there are, to your point, right? There are people,
hey, Bub.
There are people who actually out there perpetuating, right? So if you look through our music, right, we know we're influenced by a lot of what we hear in music, and so you can see that being an aspect of. There's a puppeteer up there, like record label owners. We need you. We're gonna allow you to make this kind of music because we know it influences your people to keep your people oppressed and buying into a narrative that's not necessarily true.
Right.
Like, tell me why Kodak Black is more known than like Joey Badass or Kota the Friend. Like, Nick Grant. Like, these are phenomenal rappers with enlightening messages. Right. But instead, it's just like, curve.
Somebody who was popular and who we, like J. Cole is not like, he's not put on a platform as like a little baby, right? The baby, like all these other rappers. But J. Cole is just as knowledgeable, right? Has good messaging. But it's almost like, he's a good rapper, but
he's the one that made it through.
Not negative enough.
Yeah, not negative enough. But and again, I think the media and the music and the movies and the white hero syndrome. Every movie has. I saw fucking Tom Cruise play The Last Ninja. Like, what?
The Last
Samurai. Like, how? Like,
the Last Mexican.
That was Brad Pitt. He have to do with this shit? Like, he saved Japan? Oh, okay, all right, I guess.
Word.
And again, I think it does perpetuate that conditioning that you're talking about. Part of me feels like it's on the individual to navigate through what you allow yourself to be conditioned to do. Like, there's a lot of noise out there.
What if you don't know any? What if you are in a maze and you don't know that you're in a maze? How can you navigate out of that maze if you don't know that you're in that maze?
But not even in the maze if you're not educated to nothing else, right? If you've only been taught one thing, that's all you know.
Yeah.
What if we're living in the Truman Show?
Or that.
Yeah.
Oh no, life is a simulation.
Here we go
Right.
with this shit again.
I don't know. I think we take a lot of responsibility off the individual at that point, right? Like there is
What if the
way too much
responsibility
information
has
in the
been-
world right now.
What if there's so much conditioning that you are led to believe you have responsibility, but the responsibility has been taken away from you?
How?
Let's think about that. Exactly. That's where I want your mind to go.
And then at what point? What point are you?
That's where I want your mind to go.
At what point are you
Because
responsible?
now we're exploring. That's what I'm talking about, dog.
But at what point?
That's what I'm talking about.
At what point or what age are you responsible for what you know?
Right.
Assuming you
No.
assuming you have
No, I'm just
that
I'm-
capability.
Right.
Right.
But at what point can you say there's people out there that are 40 years, 50 years old that only know one way of life?
One way, yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Well, that's where I was. I'm glad you said that. That's where I was. I just knew one way, simple. Didn't know nothing. When this comes to, damn, how come like I didn't knowledge myself more, did more research? Because now it's affecting our children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why I get mad is that we can't even control our children anymore. Like I said, they get about schools. Look, it's the teacher. It's this. You can't. What are you gonna do? You can't tell your kids to go to school. You can tell them do this, do that. It's the teacher control. It's the government control. Now they're trying to say vaccination for the kids when you go to school. So parents, they got no control either. We have no control. So when you do get that knowledge, you know, wow, I could have done this. What am I going to do? But that's where you go wrong, because like I said, if you don't have that connection, you have like a community like that sticks together and fight with you, it's hard. Because I could sit, I'll fight any battle, anybody, but nobody wants it. And I tried to do that. When I did this, I said, listen, let's round up. Can you imagine 3,000 people? I have a bunch of friends on Instagram that listen, let's go to this. You're sick of it. You sending me a message. That wants a message. Let's just get together. Let's stop talking about it. Let's be about it. Imagine 3,000 people in front of Gina's house at this house. Are they going to arrest all of you? They're not going to arrest all of you. They're not.
Right.
Now we got something going. But if it's one person talking, like with this gym situation, it was just A&D fighting every damn gym's battle. Nobody wants to sit there. They want to complain. Nag, hey, Joe, you know, I seen your thing. That's great for you, man. I'm glad you know, we're on the same page. Okay, well, listen, this day I got this going. I want to show up. Nobody shows up.
No, I
talk.
might catch COVID.
But yeah, but nobody shows up. But you have to unite and stay together for our children, for our wives, for our thing. Nobody wants to do that. They want to talk, but when it's time to stand and fight, you can't. So even when you get that knowledge, who's going to back me up?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Like I said, nobody wants to back you up. But
That
it's not-
mandatory
it's not-
vaccine,
it's
I'm
not-
out there with
It's
you.
not about me. It's about our children now. Our children can't go to school. They can't go out there and play the way they are. The teachers. Poor teachers, like I said, we sit there, they're doing Zoom, they're dealing with parents calling them at home, and calling them at home at 10 o'clock at night. It's not normal. They went to school at 2 o'clock, they came back after 2, they went home, they had their own life. Now they don't even have life anymore. Because they're trying to sit and educate our kids. Are they making enough money? They're not. So everybody's controlling all this crap. The government's controlling all. We don't have no control of our kids. Teachers stressed out. But why? We're not doing nothing about it. We're going to sit there like... Well, we all going to get arrested if you get 3,000 teachers together. They're going to arrest everyone. Screw you. This is what's happening. We're not doing anything. But get arrested. They're going to keep you there for what? Because I'm speaking my mind.
No.
But everybody's in fear.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. I think that
Everybody's
speaks
in fear.
to David's social conditioning is that we're no longer united. If you want to
They
say
just what
that
they want. Yeah.
we no longer have that target. Like we don't know who our enemy is. It's each other now.
We know who enemy is the government, but we fighting each other. I'm arguing about Trump. You're arguing about Biden. We're doing this. Listen, man, that one person that we put in the office is not going to change things. It's everyone behind it that we have to attack. Our senators from our state, the damn mayors. That's who we got to attack. That's who we got to go against.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be real interesting with this.
But we're not doing that.
The
Not
new
doing that.
administration coming in right now, because though I'm pleased that my commander in Trump is up out of here for personal reasons, it is a little alarming to me right now that full House of Representatives, that full Senate, and the presidential cabinets are all controlled by one party.
Bill Gates,
How much change can they impose? That's and again, if it's about like, 'cause there was something I sent you guys earlier in the group chat where it was he reversed the 1776 legislation, which was preventing schools from teaching the black history of slavery in America. So one of the first things that Joe Biden's going to do is reverse that. So I'm in that.
I hope he does what he's supposed to do.
Right. In that aspect, I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. Like, that's good. Let's tell the real truth about what we know. We know this shit to be true. Like, the world knows already. I'm here for that. But when you start getting into the...
but that's also if they, black history can be very, very surface level. Right? They can teach more about Martin.
The purpose of this reversal is so that they can get into the depths of slavery, and its impact on the economic growth of America, the disparity between the cultures.
Is Biden gonna last 4 years?
No.
Like live?
Nope.
He
looks strong today, man.
Yeah,
I'm not
man.
gonna lie.
He looks strong today? He looks strong today? Yo, wait, time out.
Yeah.
If he looks strong today,
Hey, man. That jacket,
if that was strong,
that jacket, motherfucker's 97
bam,
years old, bro.
if that was strong, then he sat down.
Tell him
hey,
he's 135 years old. Okay?
But
Look at
listen,
those.
who's making all the mistakes? We are. We put a person like that in the office. With all the smart, intelligent men that we have in the United States.
The smart, intelligent people don't run.
They don't run.
They don't run.
Yeah,
They don't want that.
exactly. They just screw that. This country is far from being.
Elon Musk don't want to
I
be
don't-
president. Jeff Bezos don't want to be president. Ain't no money
If
in
the
that.
smart, intelligent people don't run,
No.
then why do we still believe in the system?
Well, there are still smart and intelligent people in.
What are you smart and intelligent in?
Okay, let's ask that. So, who are we considering smart and intelligent people that should run?
I don't know.
Kanye. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know why
You probably do a better
not-
job than
I'm not totally
Biden.
against-
I think. I don't know.
I'm not totally against Kanye.
He lived long, anyways.
I don't know. I'm not even looking for smarts like that. It's common sense and character. That's really what it is.
So we're gonna give sports players skills that they have to amount to, but our leader of the free nation just needs to have charisma.
Yeah, I mean,
All I've been saying this whole podcast.
all you need to do is be a certain age. You can get a gun. Like, what's the difference? You have a lethal ability to murder people at that point in time. This guy,
He has the ability to influence 250 million
Yeah,
people.
but there are requirements to be president. You can't.
No, you got to be over
Didn't-
35.
didn't-
Over 35.
and you got to be an American.
American.
Didn't Trump violate most of those? Didn't Trump show us that those
it
requirements
really don't
are
matter.
not really requirements?
Yeah, he did.
For all political seats, you don't need to have any right. Like a cop doesn't
So
have to
all
have
I'm asking is that good? Is that a good thing?
No, because police officers don't need to have any
Psychological training or something.
no people skills.
No people skills, but they have to have formal education.
GED.
No.
Yeah.
Here, certain
I'm about to say.
certain police departments do have other requirements. I know for Providence,
You
and
certainly
most,
can't move
and-
up.
and most police departments here in the state, high school diploma or GED.
At least I know if
Like,
this banking shit don't work out.
You
You see me pull up on you.
You could literally have state police and I think like federal government, like FBI and all
Right,
that. They
right.
have age requirements, so you can't be past a certain age. But like, you could live in your mom's basement all of your life and just wake up one day at
Wanna become a
22
cop.
years old. I want to be a cop.
You still gotta pass physical examination, psychological evals.
Yeah, the physical examination is not just a joke.
Well, Joe, every
That's-
physical examination.
It is a joke.
Yeah, it is a joke.
It
You
is a joke.
Can you give me like 30 push-ups? 30 sit-ups
Hey.
in 1 minute? Or can you
I
do
know
it
a
like
college athlete, really good friend of
And-
mine that failed it. He didn't do that mile run. Time it was supposed to be done.
And the psychological
That's right.
exam can be beat.
Well, I mean, I think all tests can be,
That's what I'm saying. So you don't need much of anything.
But no, I know a cop friend or a former cop friend
just-
who failed out on the psychological.
You just got to be able to withstand the training academy.
Yep. With zero indication of psychological issue, unless you like connected or
Right.
something like that.
But it's like you've never you've never had any other job experience, right? You never socialized with people.
Yeah. I know a few that
I like. Can we go? Since we're talking about cops, can we go talk about ego?
Yeah.
Because cops, you have to have a big ego to be a cop, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, huge ego.
Oh, no, man.
I don't know.
Listen,
think so.
there's some of them that's cool, but someone's got some ego. Let me tell you. Oh crap.
I don't want to convince ego with arrogant or
Uh-huh.
power driven.
It's power driven,
That might be ego.
ego-centric
I think that might be ego.
quality.
I don't know.
Yeah, where you getting that power? That's
power,
ego.
yeah. Power trip.
I have a badge. I have a gun. I know what that represents. That's my ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're doing that thing we did with love, and we equate each word to this one ultimate thing. Power is power. Power hungry is power hungry. Like that's not egotistical. Egotistical is just this feeling of like overwhelming self confidence or confidence in the self to the point where it's just
Too much.
Like
Yeah.
too
narcissism.
much.
Yeah.
But that
Cause,
doesn't
yeah,
Doesn't that
I
make you
wouldn't-
power hungry?
I wouldn't, but I
like,
wouldn't say that
would
badge.
we say a rapist has ego?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
or trauma.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah, but maybe because of that trauma, it
it could actually be
enhances
low
ego.
self-esteem that
Or it could
forces
be
now
no,
you
he-
to-
or it could be no ego involved.
right. No ego involved. You
How
just
so?
like you have
Trauma.
low self-esteem. You've been
But how so?
But
How can
you've been bullied by women your whole life. You've been picked on
who
by your
has the
mother. You got-
definition of? I don't have my phone on me. Who
You know what I'm
has the
saying?
definition
Like,
of ego?
like you got low self-esteem, and now
'Cause maybe
you
I
take
have-
that frustration out on women as you grow older with low self-esteem, not really confidence. Not
No.
really
I
ego.
agree with you. I think that you need
A person's a sense of self-esteem and self-importance.
Yeah. So in order for you to rape someone, you're saying that you could feel low about yourself, not necessarily feel that
Absolutely.
self-esteem.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Right. And cops and egos is just
Like I don't think the badge and
I'm biased.
the
That's
gun
what it
gives
is for
them
me.
the ego because I think there's some self-esteem issues that not every cop, but there are some cops that have some self-esteem issues and use the badge and the gun to kind of boast of themselves.
right. Right.
Isn't that a reflection of the ego? Because you have self-esteem issues, you are now using this whatever badge, uniform, whatever, to inflate a person that you're not. You're very inferior, but you're now inflating this egotistical person that's now full of self-esteem.
No.
No,
I have power. I don't have
think-
ego. I
don't
have
think
power
they
now.
have any self-esteem.
Right. There's no self-esteem. I have power now.
It's a facade now.
The
And I don't
badge
think-
came.
I don't think
That's
ego,
not egotistical?
Nah,
Okay.
that's fake.
No, that's not ego.
I don't think that's you. I think that you're using something to now present yourself as a person that you're not.
Right. Because you don't. You lack that confidence in
When
yourself.
you are in a very egocentric state, aren't you also presenting yourself? And I'll squash it after this. Aren't
No,
you
no,
also
I don't know.
presenting yourself as something that you're not?
I don't know.
Have you ever been so egotistical that you look back at it and you're like, damn, I wasn't that. That's not who I am. I gotta apologize.
right now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
According to the definition, I don't know if that's even egotistical.
Yeah.
That would be like an
Nothing
alter
has
ego,
given
right?
you self-esteem to the point that you're doing that self-esteem is allowing you to do something that you wouldn't necessarily regularly do.
So
Not me per se. I don't know.
I think this is a good caveat into why I wanted to bring this up, right? Because it's to your point. I've been in my head this year. My New Year's resolution, I'm turning 40 this summer, is to take a deep, hard look at the self and my historical actions, the results of my actions, and try to pinpoint where I failed. And ego came up because as I'm looking at it, and it's one of the hardest things to do, is really like stare in the mirror and tear yourself apart. Like for real, no ego involved. And I'm realizing I'm like, I weaponized ego where I've been through horrific shit in my lifetime, right? You know, fucking shot all my uncles, aunts, grandparents, dead parents, just wild trauma that could crush people. And what I did was I was like, it doesn't matter. Whatever happens, I'll be good regardless. You know what I mean? Like, dad dead, it's whatever. I'm going to be good regardless. I'm going to take care of the family. Oh, got shot and 30 surgeries by 33. It don't matter. I'm going to be good regardless. But at some point in time where the ego was good to have that confidence, I allowed it to consume me to the point where because I'm going to be good regardless, everything's expendable. And now because everything is expendable, I'm not truly investing, to your point, who I really am in the people and the relationships and the actions of my past. And now I'm looking back and I'm like, that version of me was actually more hurtful than I ever intended to be to people. But because my ego was so inflated and because I was so consumed by it, I didn't even acknowledge it. You know, and that's why I wanted to bring it. Like, shit hit me on Monday like a ton of fucking bricks. I was like, you're an asshole. Like, you're a whole
We've only been
asshole.
telling you that for that long.
No, but you know what it is, though? And this is the part about the ego is because I'm not a bad person, right? I've done great things for the people around me, and I'll take those wins and be like, oh, so what if I fucked you over that day? Like, look at what I did for my mom. Or, you know what I mean? It's, and I'll just focus on that, not empathize with the hurt that I caused here. And the more that I look back and the more that I'm looking at these instances and they're flashing in my head, I'm just like, regret, just almost shame.
Nah, man, nah. Listen, you have more knowledge.
That's why I wanted to talk to y'all about it, because I want to hear this insight.
You today, listen, there's no such thing as wrong. There's wrong, Dad. Listen, life, universe lines you up either you like it or not.
That's wrong, Joe. That's wrong. That's definitely wrong.
Listen.
Like going on another podcast.
No, listen.
That's ego. That's ego.
Without talking about yours.
No, it'll line you up. Listen, either relationship or we've done wrong. You get that little voice that makes you look in the mirror. Am I a good person? That's just all normal. That's just. But do you like the person that you are now?
I like the person I know I'm going to become as a result of this reflection. And I can still say, like, that was the best version of me at that time.
At that time, exactly.
But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I'm better than that.
Look at the knowledge you have now because of all the mistakes, because of how you felt and how you reacted. It made you a better person. You might not think so, you might not see because you want more of yourself in the future. Yep. But right now, to where you was, you have so much more knowledge. So much more, and it's all from the mistakes that.
So the failure is a requirement.
Oh yeah, definitely. All the listen, I've done some shit. I've been through some hell and back, but you know what? I love where I went, what I done, because the person I'm here today. So if I didn't run through all them hard times, family and friends and all that stuff, I would never be here right now.
Right.
No way. I'll never switch. All that bad stuff that happened, good. I'm glad it happened because the person that I am today is because now if people want to judge you, go ahead. But guess what? Who's perfect?
Right.
We can all pick each other apart right now. But why that? Why?
You know what I feel like emotionally? Yeah. I feel like day 2 after leg day. You know what I mean? Like,
I hate leg day.
Day 2 hurts.
Yeah, day 2 hurts. But you know you're growing.
Yeah, you know.
Like, you know you're getting stronger.
Exactly.
But you can't walk today. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm stuck in day 2 right now.
Exactly. But then you'll go back for more hurt because you're grown.
Yep.
There you go.
And then eventually the hurt will subside.
Whenever it comes, I don't care what it is. All right, here we go. What is it now? I'm going to deal with this. Look in the mirror, say, I'm a champ. I don't give a crap what it is. I'm beating this. Either relationship, money, whatever. I'm beating this. I'm moving forward till tomorrow. Don't feel bad about yourself. Don't feel bad the circumstances. I don't care what it is. I look in the mirror. I said, I don't give a shit. And I move. I really do. I look in the mirror. I shake my shoulder. I don't give a shit. I don't let nobody bother me. And I move.
Take that.
I like it.
My Joe quote is, everybody knows I have God in my heart. That's my Joe quote right there. Yeah. I keep God in my heart. I try to do the right thing.
No, as long as your intentions are right, I don't care what mistakes you make. As long as you get up, you don't mean no harm towards anybody. You make a mistake, or it was a mistake. Did you sit there maliciously say, you know what, I'm going to screw him, I'm done. Now that's a problem. Right. But if you make a mistake knowing that, all right, I made a mistake, but he got hurt.
So you just admitted that it's wrong.
The only thing that you have to do, is say, listen, man, I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that, but I did. You got hurt by it, I'm sorry. Yes, you do have. But if you don't want to forgive you, as long as you know that you didn't do it intentionally, who cares if he forgives you or not? Like I said, well, I know I didn't do it intentionally. I asked for forgiveness. If he doesn't, that's his problem. So you have to.
You're disseminating the difference between like a collateral damage of an error in judgment versus malicious intent. Right? And as long as you don't have the malicious intent. then you at least can look that person in the eyes and say, I really didn't mean to do it.
Exactly.
Ego is also not a bad thing.
Exactly.
No.
Because your ego is what keeps you going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It has it.
Like after to do 25,000 squats, you have to have an ego. Right? You have to have some type of self-esteem to keep you going past the pain, right? And also to beat somebody.
To beat, exactly.
Like you need some type of confidence to beat somebody.
But I use all that negative that happened to me, people that don't want me to succeed, people that I know that act like my friend, but that really don't want me not to succeed. I use that for fuel.
But just for me personally, I think you need some type of self-esteem to overcome.
Oh yeah, no,
You have to have a self-belief.
definitely,
Right.
Yeah.
definitely, you gotta pump yourself up. Listen,
Jay-Z got a line. Sometimes you need your ego.
No,
you gotta
you do.
remind these fools.
Yeah, yeah.
Like sometimes you need your ego
do.
to tell. No,
You
like
do, yeah.
like I'm telling all three of you, I'm gonna do another podcast.
Yeah,
That's my ego.
Nah, I get it.
So whether he's like it or not,
Malicious
Look,
intent,
Alex
too.
is giving you.
Whether
Look,
like it or
Alex is
not,
giving you.
you know,
Now, our fourth member, Josie.
It's all about growth. Either it's here or there. As long the respect is there, the friendship is there, the love is there. Always know that, and that's why I say to all my tailors, always know where you come from. My students say, listen, my son, you start here. That's your foundation. Yes, you could go, you could achieve, you could do this, but never forget where you started, where you done, the friendship that you made with your coaches or whatever. Never forget that, because you never know when you have to go back there.
When you might need him
And
again.
the reason why you're here is because that foundation that you built got you here. So don't forget the foundation.
Yep.
As long, you can remember that. Grow, man. You got to grow either here, there, whatever. I tell people all the time, listen, I'm not proud to say, okay, I can only teach you this much. As soon as I know that you're on that level, okay, well, I'm going to have to pass the baton, take you somewhere else, Coach William, Coach Vic, Coach that, because they have the more experience.
Right.
And that's it. And
Levels.
But that's the part of my ego consumption that I didn't get, is that you realize the limit of your ability.
Yeah.
And instead of perpetrating this like,
Yeah,
I'm still helping this,
no,
that, and that
yeah.
third, you had at least the control, some kind of mitigation in your brain that said, all right, I'm going to stop because I can't take you any further.
Yeah,
my problem is that I didn't stop enough.
I have to. That's something that I have to, because that's not being fair to you, especially if you pay your money, you come and doing the same thing. There's no growth for you there. What kind of human being does that make you say, okay, well, I'm going to keep taking the money? No. Quick, listen, I can't. You being good to me. See, I wouldn't want to be treated like that. Let's go. I'll make that call on the heartbeat, which I've done many times. Go here, go there, and that's where it hurts, because when you can sit there and really send people there, and then you have other people that they don't play that game, like their ego, whatever. The ego works different. But me, I'm not ashamed at all to say, listen, I don't know this. Yeah, this guy know this, and point out to people that I know. If I know you guys and you're into this that business, why am I going to send someone else when you guys are good to me?
Right.
So you got to look at your circle first.
Any of you others have any historical damage related to ego? Maybe some instances in time where you could have did it a little differently.
I have been trying to tame my ego for my entire life. It's not easy, man. It's not because I have a theory, and I'm not a historian by any means, but I have a theory. Like I think our ego became inflated once we started to understand like farming and like once we got out of hunter-gatherer. That hunter-gatherer kept us at a very from an equilibrium perspective. I feel like you hear stories that it kept us at a very equal pace, and then as soon as we started losing things that could kill us aside from us, right? As soon as we start we started building houses, now we have shelter.
Shelters, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as soon as we started being able to get out of our house and do practically whatever the hell we want without having to even survive some days, right? You could go without eating.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like a bird has to survive every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think when that happened, I think our ego, we gave room for the ego to be like,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
to now be opinionated.
Yeah.
Because we're not giving them action. We're not giving them activity. We're not giving them things to do and things to focus on and things to learn about. Instead, we're just going to work, right? I go to work 8 to 5 and I do my thing and then I have to cook and tend to my family.
Yeah.
And then I get a little bit of time to relax and watch some TV and then I got to go to bed. And then if I have anxiety because maybe I drank too much, you know what I'm saying? Like I have to deal with that and that's a human being's life, right? And then, but you're not afraid for your life on a Tuesday because you have a werewolf or something to guard. You know what I'm saying? So your ego is before you could tame the ego. This is just again, it's just a theory. But before you could tame your ego because we gotta be safe. We gotta be. But now you don't have that. So now you can be a little bit more like, man, I can stretch out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can. So yeah, man, my ego's been, man. I that's what I meant when I asked you if you've ever been out of character and then looked back and been like, no. I can't do that.
Yeah, I've been out of character a lot.
I can't do that. That's the ego. That's to me.
For
That's my
I
ego.
I didn't think it was so much of for me. It wasn't my ego. It was just immaturity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go. Yeah,
right. It's just feeling like I'm free to do whatever I want. But you can also be free to do whatever you want with lack of self-esteem.
Yeah. It was different phases of life. That's it. It was younger, different phases.
I think it hit me when I like turned 40. You know, I had to kind of like chill myself out, and we all had some different upbringings, and I'm like, I want to talk to you about how I grew up, but it was fucked up. But I don't want you to go through the same thing I went through. So like with my kids, you know what I mean. I chilled my own ego out. You know what I mean? Because you're with your boy, you be like, oh yeah, we used to do this, that, and the third. But I think for me, it chilled me out. Like around either when I was 40 or when these kids started fucking up.
So I'm right on pace. Right on pace. It's like even now I look at Megatron right now. I'm like, damn, that's a little too much of me right there. I see that's a little too much of me. I want you confident.
Yeah,
but I don't want you egotistical. I don't want you arrogant.
But I think some certain things naturally tame your ego. Like probably at 27, I could probably easily score 40 in the game. Not at 40.
That's because the
not at 40. I ain't getting 40. Right. Like, that's gonna take me probably like 2 games.
2 games,
right. I'm not even.
Even that might have had a little ego in it right there. Like, you don't got a 6-point game. You don't got a 6-point night.
Isn't that the way I shoot?
Is that ego?
That's the amount of shots I put in.
Is that ego or is that ability? I don't see that being ego as much as it is ability.
No, I'm telling you.
At 27, you have the ability to do that. At 40, you may not.
I'm telling you, I'm getting 40. I have confidence that I'm gonna get 40.
Right. He knew.
At 27.
Yeah. At 40,
but that's because you have the ability to.
But
get
the
40.
ability is what feeding the ego.
That's what feeds
so
my
let
ego.
him know, like.
So you're making my point from earlier.
Yeah.
What?
That these things feed the ego, and because of your self-esteem, you're feeding the ego. This was our conversation.
Self-esteem is ego,
but a heightened level, right, of self-esteem. Yeah. Right now, I think to Dave's point, you can have all the ego in the world.
Right.
You're not getting 40 today.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you don't have the ability.
Yeah.
Well, maybe in a 50 and older league.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Like, you might get off in a 50 and older league.
Yeah.
You go in.
I said it's more ability than it is ego.
Right.
Stan, you guys checking me right now, then bad
because Joe has the ability to do 40, right?
You
and Joe's way more than 40.
No, my way is listen. I've done it before. I could do it now. I always think like that, and I always get it. Yeah. I could take a month out of the gym, not doing whatever. As soon as I get back, I know I've done it. I could do it again, and I'll kill myself, but I still get it down. Like the burpee situation, it was months I didn't do it. I mean, you lose it. Boom. As soon as I went back there, I knew I did 500. I had to do it. I ended up doing 500. Was I tired? I wasn't, but I ended up doing 500 just because I done so. I guess that ego played on that.
But no, it's
and my ego still kicking my ass up because, like I said, I mean.
But in this case, that ego or that confidence in knowing that I already did it, it didn't fuel you to just talk about like, well, I used to do 500 an hour. It fueled the discipline that you have to put in now to actually go and do it. Yeah. So in that case, I believe that that's positive. If you were like, I used to do 500 burpees back when I was 27, like, who gives a fuck now, bro? Who cares now?
It's even bigger now. Now you want more. I want more. And like the older I get, the more I want to prove that you could still do it at my age.
Yeah.
You know, that's my whole thing is just to prove to people, listen.
But now, it'll be
put the age away.
It'll be at what cost?
Mike Tyson,
you know what I mean? If you tell me it's the cost to your body, where now I'm not the husband that I'm supposed to be, or I'm not the father that I'm supposed to be, because I am punishing myself to feed my own ego, and I can't show up for my family. Then that's the part where I'm like, all right, now you're consumed by it, you know. And that's the difference. But if there's a balance,
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
yeah,
get to
there's-
chase it,
there's
but you
already-
maintain.
I have no choice to have balance. My wife keeps me balanced.
1 foot into my ass. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
she-
Kay, I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems.
oh no, she gets
Oh,
pissed.
man.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you coming home with the velvet tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Yeah,
right,
look at this.
Translate. Come here, baby. I was
Joe
thinking
walk
about
right in
you.
the bedroom like,
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
I love it. Hey, I appreciate the conversation, fellas. It's one of those things that, like I said, it's day 2 after leg day. There's a ton more digging and unpacking than I'm planning. Shout out to Kaba for Headspace.
It
I-
breaks you down, man.
I'm doing like, and you know what it is? It doesn't. You break you down.
yeah.
Like, I'm up to the 15-minute meditation sessions, and he only talks for about 2.5 minutes. The rest is just concentrate on your breathing, let your brain go wherever, and
Yeah,
my
no,
brain
it does.
goes
It's
to like,
all
what
over.
the
Yeah.
fuck was that, Reem?
Yeah.
No, look at you. Oh.
Yeah.
Then I breathe, let it go. Yo, it's really helping. But there are a lot of things right now that I'm learning about myself that I wanted to learn as soon as this year started. Because come June 12th, the version of me that was,
Beautiful.
well, not even June 12th, fucking January 21st,
Yeah.
I will not be the
Good,
same
the best
person.
version,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
She's good. Excellent.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's
Excellent.
intent.
And can you do it? Yeah, you can 100%. If you want it, there's a reason. You have a strong why, definitely you can do it. And the why for yourself should be that why. I love myself enough.
Yep.
I want to see this. If you do it for other people,
love, Reem.
yeah.
Love?
You gotta love
I
yourself.
think right now,
Love is bigger than the ego.
Yep.
love is greater
Love is-
than the ego.
Love is
I'll take
greater
that
than
one.
the ego.
I ain't looking for love right now, bro. I'm looking.
I'm
for,
not saying.
No, he
look
said
at,
love yourself.
No, I'm not even. I'm referring to that as far as loving
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
I'm. This right now is the pursuit of forgiving myself. I got to forgive myself first.
Perfect.
Yeah, I got to get there. Once
comes with that.
and then that's it.
You don't even have to
comes-
pursue love because as
Right.
you're forgiving yourself, love's
Exactly.
gonna come
It's
with.
gonna grow with it. Exactly. But the first part is, and right now it's just recognition. Like, wow, that was different. I owe her an apology. Oh no, I didn't do that. Yeah, you did, and laughed about it. That kind of shit.
laughed
And
about it.
laughed
You
about
ain't
it.
shit.
Yeah, yo, just.
But you're a man enough to acknowledge it,
Yes.
to know where you went wrong.
Yes.
So,
And that comes with growth,
that's
man.
all.
That comes with
Exactly,
growth and
exactly.
maturity.
So that's why when you talk all this, I don't see no problem at all. I see you just, all right, well, I know what I did wrong. I know what I'm going to do. I know I got to fix it. I know where I'm heading. That's what it's all about, man. Just knowing, okay, I made a mistake. I'm not going to take that turn no more. I'm going this way. And you're doing that. So,
That's it.
man, just keep doing it. Keep plugging.
Is omitting growth or is it still lying?
Omitting's not lying.
Why not?
Omitting is lying if you are omitting to cover up the truth.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Only if you're trying to avoid the truth from
No,
coming
then
out.
you're lying. You're not omitting. You're lying. The definition of omitting is not lying.
It's like that tres leches cake today, right? You're on a diet. I know you're on a diet, and I say, "Hey, did you eat today?" And you're like, "Yeah, I ate." And I'm like, "Well, what'd you eat?" Some salmon, some rice, some broccoli and shit. Food. You know you had that tres leches cake, and you know that's not part of your
but I think
diet.
you
But you
didn't-
didn't lie.
But if you'd have asked me, did you have tres leches? And I said
no,
no.
No, that's not
I
how.
asked you,
No.
what did you
What
eat
did you
today?
eat?
I know.
What did you
So
eat today?
I omitted, right? And so,
I omitted the shit that I wasn't supposed to eat.
no. But if you look, I'm talking about the technical definition of the word omitting is not lying.
I think you did both in that sentence. In that predicament, you did both. You omitted the truth, so therefore you lied.
What is the truth? If you don't know I didn't have tres leches, what is the truth?
The
You
truth
know,
is that you had
I
tres
know.
leches.
Yeah.
and you know you're on a diet, and you know that I check you on that diet,
Right.
and it's check-in time, and I'm like, "Did you eat today?"
What's my diet?
And
Not
definitely
having
not no tres
tres
leches.
How you know that?
No. I don't know that.
Yeah, so-
but this is under the assumption
Right,
that like
right,
we
right.
have an agreement, like yo, we're not drinking this month,
Right,
we're
right,
not
right.
we're not doing sweets, this, that, and the
Right.
third. And now I'm asking you, like, you know, what'd you eat today? And you're like, hey, man. And you just tell me all the healthy shit. You ain't going to tell me about them Sour Patches. You're not going to tell me about the Tres Leches.
Right.
You are omitting the fact that you did not eat according to the agreed diet.
And according to
But you're not lying.
Right. You just proved that I'm right.
But it's
not,
a lie when you omit
I'm
to
not
hide the
lying,
truth.
but it is a lie.
Yes. It's a
You know,
funny thing.
you know how contradictory that was?
But you're not being honest.
You just said it, Reem.
All right,
I didn't say it.
Then let me say you're not lying.
I'm comfortable with
let me say
that.
you're being dishonest.
Maybe you're not lying, but you're not being honest.
And what did I say
Yeah.
before the podcast? I said I might not be a person that omits might not be trustworthy, but they're
Right.
not a liar.
Right. I'm comfortable with
And
that.
I'm also not not being trustworthy is bad. I'm not saying that's
Probably
not,
worse than being a liar.
right. So I'm not saying omitting is this good thing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying omitting is not lying.
Right.
This sounds like the New York District Attorney case against Donald Trump that's coming up. Hey man, look, I might have omitted some shit, might have been dishonest, but I ain't lied. No, you deceived, you lied, you weren't an honest person.
Right. But that's not lying, Reem.
I don't know how dishonesty and lying are not synonyms.
So the question is, by omitting, is a person lying?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
They are in the act of being dishonest.
He said yes.
If
So-
only
so
it's
not
to
necessarily.
cover up.
Answer the goddamn yes or no.
If only it's to cover up a truth you know to be against what you agreed upon. Like if you tell me, if you're an auditor and you come in to audit my department and you're like, can you tell me what time it is? And I say, yes. I answered your question.
Mm-hmm.
I omitted what time it was, but I didn't break any rules. I wasn't dishonest about it at all. If you say,
did you lie?
I didn't lie.
But did you omit?
In that case, I did omit, but I didn't lie.
So you answered the question.
Honestly.
Omitting is not lying.
No. If I'm answering it honestly. But now if you say, hey, there's
What
a
the fuck?
No. Go ahead.
Is it yes?
No. He's about to answer you.
No.
He's about to answer you.
It's very direct. If you ask me, can you tell me what time it is? And I say yes, I answered your question.
He agrees with you here.
I do.
He's about
But
to.
he's trying to change it to prove his point.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm saying that
he's
I'm
gonna
not
give you
being
another
dishonest.
example.
I'm being honest in that aspect. But now if you say, hey, do you have the documents on the missing payment? And I say, I could get them. But I have them? Like I'm omitting the fact that I know I have them. Or let me go find them. I'm omitting the fact that I have the paper. I can give you the paper about the payment right now. But to buy myself more time, I infuse dishonesty. You know what I mean? I'm not being honest at that point in time.
But you didn't lie either.
Nope, I didn't lie.
So you're proving my
I agree. If we're not going to call it lying, let's not call it lying. Let's just call it dishonesty. If you omit to cover a truth that you know to be true,
yeah.
because it's not going to bode well for
I
you,
get your
then you're
point.
being dishonest.
There was
Maybe
a
it's
simple
not
question
lying.
asked: Is lying? Is omitting lying? No,
How is lying and dishonesty not a synonym?
because you're trying to prove your point, so you're throwing other words.
No, I'm
in there.
asking a question. How are they not the same thing?
I
A
don't know.
liar and a person who's dishonest?
Look it up.
I be with you, bub, right? But if I think about it, if you tell me, if I ask my girl, yo, where were you last night? And she knows what she was doing, but doesn't tell me, skips around everything, that's lying.
You asked her where. You asked her the very direct question.
Right.
Where was you? At the club.
At the club.
Doing
With my friends, and then we went out to
What I'm
dinner.
saying is,
I'm not telling you
if
that the
you want-
nigga was there paying for all the bottles.
At the club.
and
With who? With my friends.
my friends.
With my girlfriend.
True.
True.
All true.
Right.
Went to the diner after. True.
Right.
Not telling you
The
Miggs
details.
bought all the bottles.
Slept at my friend's house.
True.
True.
Right.
Not telling you my friend is Miggs.
So
Right.
I didn't lie. but you
I'm
also
also-
motherfucking lying.
but I'm also not saying omitting is good. I think that's where I think you think I'm believing.
No.
omitting is good.
I don't think that.
I think we're talking two. I think this apples and oranges.
I just asked a very
Because-
specific question.
because if you're omitting
it's
something-
a yes or no, right?
It-
So for me, if you want to know something, all I'm saying is, if you want to know something, ask the fucking question, right? If you want to know where I was at, who I was with, did any guys talk to me? Ask. Like, why beat around the bush to get to an answer that you want?
Yeah.
Just ask.
Yeah. But I think omitting is probably like a precursor to lying. So you omit because you're about to start lying. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it's a
And so-
precursor. It's like I'm gonna leave some of this shit out.
Also in the definition,
Because a
of
lie is about to
omitting,
come
Joe,
soon.
I don't know if that's what you looked up, but it also says some people do it intentional and some people do it intentionally,
Yeah.
right? Or not intentional.
Intentional and unintentional.
Unintentional, right?
Dishonesty does not equate to lying, but it does equate to deceit.
Right. So I'm right. That's ego.
I guess. I guess you're right. To me, I don't know. A liar
But I'm also
and
saying
a
omitting
deceitful
is,
person to me is
omitting for me also can mean like you're a dishonest person. That means I can't trust you.
Yo, we're gonna have to come with serious receipts when we remove him from the partnership. We're gonna have to come with very detailed questions. No, where were you on Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Name
in
all
this
parties
photo?
involved.
What were you doing?
So my thing is like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with asking questions to get an answer that you want?
Get the details.
Right?
Should I have to work that hard for somebody that I care about? Somebody that I have a strong? No. I don't want to have to work that hard.
But then you need to communicate that with the person that you care about. Because how do you get the answers that you want? By just asking one vague question.
No, you build a communication pattern with that person.
Right.
So you go through these type of instances where you have these gaps in communication and you break that wall, and you have another instance and you have a gap in communication, you break that wall. And I'm assuming you're a married man. I'm assuming that's probably forever. You're always going through these, but you get tighter in communication.
To the part when she knows you're omitting face.
No, listen, she knows when I'm like, I cannot even lie.
Yeah.
She knows me like a book. I cannot even lie. The smallest thing now. Try telling me the truth, Joey.
One more time. The whole truth, Joe. This is the whole one.
Did you buy that sneakers? No, I didn't. Then what's this way? She'll have a receipt.
Oh, you lied, Joe. You're lying.
That was lying.
No, I didn't.
But I'm sure year 1, year 2,
Yeah.
even year 5, it probably wasn't that way. It probably was.
No.
So now hold on, wait, because in that example, like, did you buy the sneakers? And Joe says, I went to the store.
I did, but it wasn't for me. It was for my son. So.
So why'd you lie, Joe? It wasn't even for you.
Because I wasn't supposed to touch that money.
You wasn't supposed to touch that money, dog.
He was waiting for the house.
I don't want to. What's your name? I don't want to. The omitting thing is cool, and Lord knows I've mastered the art. Mastered the art of vagueness, right? But it is. If it's not used to protect you in a positive way, then you are being deceitful and you are being manipulative. That's it.
I say the truth set you free.
I'm
Tell
not
the truth,
arguing. I'm not arguing that.
Right.
Regardless who you hurt, screw it.
Yeah.
Screw it. Just say it right out. Yes, I fucked up.
I'm getting closer to that.
Yo,
The older I get,
Joe reminds me of the Kool-Aid man,
Screw
bro.
it.
Like Joe just burst through walls. Like, yeah, like, yo, I don't give a fuck, yo. I'm big, I'm red. What's up?
As long as I know I didn't do it intentionally, whatever. Listen, yes, I did.
You got to
Yes.
take this L.
What was the dude on X-Men? He can run through the brick walls.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. Yeah, that's it.
Follow Joe.
Got the same head and everything. Boom. Come on, yo. You got to deal with these truths. And I'm starting to learn that. I think I learned it a while ago that the truth will actually. You shouldn't be afraid that somebody is able to accept your truths. Like that shouldn't be presumed that like if I tell the truth right here, then I'm gonna be judged or I'm gonna
Yes,
hurt
exactly.
or I'm gonna.
Well, that's where I found
ultimate
because when I was
damage.
young, come on, my family, I mean, so unfortunate. It was lie after lie, this after that. But then you get caught, then you look so bad. So then you can actually hear yourself like lying and lie. Say, oh shit, all that lie for what? For like stupid lies, too. That you didn't even have to. After a while, I said, screw this. I'm gonna start just bombing people with the truth. You either like it, you don't. I'm gonna bomb you with the truth. And that's it.
I learned in 6th grade.
Screw
Well,
it.
I should have learned in the 6th grade. In 6th grade, I forged my report card. I lied to my parents. I told them that my teacher had the chicken pox. I didn't get my report card yet for like 2 weeks. And then they didn't tell me, but they went up to the school and they got it. And I came into the house and I forged the 70s into 90s. And my dad was like, "Oh man, well, good goddamn job here, bro." Now he's lying to me. man, you got a 70 in history though.
He's omitting.
Yeah. I'm omitting the fact that I'm about to bust your ass. And he let me get all the way to the door.
At least he was going to school. Since I didn't. For 3 months, I was going to school every day. Never showed up once. Till one day I put in the house. My dad said, "How's school?" I said, "Good, Papa. It was good." "Oh, it was good, huh? What did you study today? What did you do today?" You got homework?
Your father was omitting the fact that he knew your ass was going to.
You got homework? Oh, man. He grabbed a cup. It was a cup full of fucking water. Whacked him with it. Stop telling me he was evil. Stop telling me the truth. I just hung that cup on me.
That's one of those things, though.
I'm
I'm waiting for that too, just
3
to
months.
catch my kid in the lie and just like keep milking it. Like, how far down this hole is he gonna go?
What kind of father was he, though? What kind of father was he, like, to know that 3 months I had been in school?
I'm not that
3
father.
months.
Right.
I'm not
3
that
months
parent.
too late, right? You should have already.
Are you asking me how's thing? You know how
Fucking lied to me.
Now once he asked
You
me,
lied.
he asked me when I was.
I'm not asking questions. I don't got energy for that.
You're right off the rip. You don't want to see it. You're just like, nah, you lying. I know you lying.
No, you lying.
Nah, let it go down that path. That way you know when,
Oh
he's
no, yeah, you
No.
I'll let that go down there,
We're gonna
dog.
get this lesson out the way because I don't want to revisit this ever again.
Mm-hmm.
But you know he's gonna lie again, or she.
No, everybody lies again.
Right. So now
I feel like it justifies the ass whipping because that one lie, I'm not really as angry as I'm about to be. Because if you only get the one lie and you're like, "All right, Dad, I fucked
So you
up."
want to whoop? You want to beat him?
No. I want him to learn never lie to me again. So I'll let you think you're lying to me, just to see how far you'll go. And every shovel you dig up,
Yeah, because
will be another one of these. Hi. Just watch you bury it, and just because you know that's a lesson learned. Like, I stopped lying to my dad after that shit.
lies. You just lied to us again. Never lied to him again, ever?
My dad?
Yeah.
No.
Just told one lie.
No, I don't get me wrong. I still fucked up. I'll be like, yo, be home by 2. All right, cool. I sneak into the house at 3 o'clock in the morning. He knew because he'd be up at 2. Like, yo, you wasn't in this house when I was up. I stayed at Kelly's house too long. Yeah, all right. Give me the car keys. Fuck. And then I would just walk to Kelly's house. Still coming at 3. I still fucked up. But now after that 6th grade ass whipping was biblical. Like, my mom had my newborn sister in her lap, and both of them was crying for me. It was like a slavery whipping. Like,
You got to see them cry.
I'm looking like, help! Put that baby down and get this monster off of me. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
She just like, you did it to yourself.
Oh man.
Oh, it was biblical. Yeah,
My
that
mom
was.
probably was like, stop crying.
Yeah, that was like,
Stop.
I ain't say I never lied to anybody else after that.
Just
but
like-
that motherfucker, he beat the truth out of me. No.
He said, never again.
Never again.
I was coming up forthcoming like, hey, look, shit looking shaky for the upcoming market period. I think I need a tutor. Shit, I didn't fail another class until college.
You failed with 70s?
Yeah, the program that I was in, anything less than 75 was failing. Yeah, I got 5 70s.
So that school contributed to your ego.
Well, no, that ass whipping did. Because that next report guy, everything was 85.
I know where I'm from. 70s, them motherfuckers like, I did well.
Yeah.
No.
These passing over around here.
85 was failing for me in my house. My dad wasn't having it. My mom, well, you got an 80. You're not trying, huh? Just don't give a shit. It's quantum physics.
What you get in school?
Oh, that's,
the
that's
kids,
90,
man.
gentlemen.
Ooh, boom.
I like it. Honorable mention time.
Yep, my wife is waiting to
Oh, he's,
Okay.
he's been omitting.
All right, let's do it, Joe.
Yo, you want to? Don't forget that tres leches.
Thank God I got
Yeah.
the bottle.
In the bottle.
You can ooze this out.
You can go
smooth this
first.
out.
You can go first. Honorable mention.
A&D Fitness.
A&D Fitness.
A&D Fitness. I'm coming
I like
in
it.
February.
I
I'm gonna drop the 100 for the whole month. What's the name? And getting there 2-3 times a week.
You already know you being there. You know how it is. It's
Yeah.
a family.
We're doing a class together?
I think we should do a class
come on.
together.
Are we?
Listen,
Are we?
I think we should do a
doing
class
that?
together.
I told your sister. I was
Oh,
gonna,
she's pissed.
I was going to put a program together. Just come. Just us. I'll put something together nice, station everything. We could do all together.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Don't.
we'll do it together.
He just fucking lied to us. he said nice. It will not be nice.
It will be nice.
Maybe it's nice to him because he know he can kill it.
Nice.
Joe will be laughing the entire time.
Nice ass. Nice stationers.
No,
Make sure
just the
everything-
boys together.
Joe
having
didn't
a good
even
workout.
I'm down.
Do you notice
Yeah.
when
I like
we
it.
worked out, he didn't come in there and give us no motivation. He probably was behind that wall. Like,
nah, you guys did great. I was training clients. Remember?
we did great. No?
You
No,
did.
we
You
did.
did. Listen, you did good.
Fucking
You did
survived. That was enough.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
you did
we
good.
survived.
God
We
damn.
survived.
did.
I'm almost
Did.
ready. Yeah, I'm ready. A&D
But
Fitness.
consistency is the key, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See my little station
Yeah, I'm ready,
right
Joe.
there. That's it. I'm down. Yeah, you going?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
You-
ready.
all right.
I'm cool with free. Why are you playing me like I wasn't like in the midst of being diagnosed with COVID? I was being safe.
You were positive?
No, I was still being safe.
All right.
Joe would have let you in.
Joe just said like, yo,
Joe would let you in.
Get in here, man.
about how you feel.
Work that COVID out.
Joe, like, how you feel?
That's
You
how I
good?
test my COVID. That's how
Work
I
it out.
test. So come here, I'll see if
Joe
you
to
got
be like,
COVID.
do a lap,
Put
give
you
me
through a
10
workout.
burpees. Ah, you're good.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
good. You're good.
You're good. You're good.
How's your lung feeling?
What days work best for you for that for the circuit training?
For you guys,
Yeah.
I'll make a day. Whatever day.
I love that.
I'll
I
put
love
all my
that.
clients on hold. I'll switch the hours just to make that day.
Oh, that'll be perfect.
Come on, man. We can't get this.
That's fantastic.
You gotta take advantage of this one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
That'll be fun.
We can
I'm
get it
down.
on a rotating basis, at least once a week.
I'm
Yeah, we can
I'm
do
not kicking anything, Joe.
No, I want a cake.
I want to kick.
I want to
wanna
punch.
catch.
No, but listen, it's going to be ropes. It's going to be ties. It's going to be like weights.
Jesus
it's going to be
Christ.
like
I like
full
it.
body workout.
I like it.
It's not going to be just. It's going to be boxing. It's going to be
I'm ready.
everything.
I'm
I
a person.
want to get some bag
see
work,
it.
Joe.
Yeah,
some
you
mitt
Get in here,
work.
Mix.
Yeah.
Get in here, Mix. Come get this
Network.
work.
Yeah.
Go get this work. It's still work at your own pace, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen,
okay.
like I tell my clients, run your own race.
All right.
You can't run his race. He can't run it. We all run different races.
I'm a competitor,
Right?
though.
If you
That's-
run your own race, you'll always win.
It only took me the first 4.5 minutes to realize I'm out of my weight class with these women.
Yeah, this is.
These
Now, the funny thing is that
Amazonians
I,
are.
I told you
was
last
picking-
time. I'm glad you seen it for
you know when you're
yourself.
out of shape is when you start to say, well, the route you went was better.
Yeah.
And I think I had the best one because I ended on probably one of the easier
The light
exercise.
note.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew,
On the
God.
bench
You know what's
press.
crazy when you got
ready now.
females slimmer and younger than you and smaller than you going, come on, you know you got it,
Come
you
on.
got it, get it together.
Fucking breathe.
Yeah, so much.
Let's go.
Stop crying.
Stop
Talking to.
You gotta come at 5
I'm a
in the
grown
morning.
ass
and see
man.
these girls squats. They doing
said
leg
5 in the
press of
morning?
700, 800.
Yeah.
It's
At 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
5 in the morning.
I open my eyes
Sheila-
and
Sheila's
see that
one
it's
of
5
them.
in the morning
Yeah.
I go back to sleep. So wake up
Yeah,
at
it's
6.
just- wow. Yeah, my son-in-law's got a program going. They saw all legs and glutes. Forget it. These girls.
I gotta make it
just
through the
putting
late-
it
that
in.
10-week program.
Putting it in, yeah.
Yeah, Sheila told me about
Heavy
that.
squat. They squat 315. This is girls squatting 315,
God damn.
275.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, all natural too. Sweet as that. You look at them, they look so sweet. Badass.
Oh, my goodness.
Badass.
That's great.
I saw
Like I
it.
said
I saw
before, A&D Fitness, we got some badass. I'll go to war with them women all day long.
Oh, you got some badass women.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
100%.
I wouldn't even go to war with them. Let
Yeah,
them go
no,
to
no,
war
all
for
love,
me.
all love.
I'll be back here.
All love.
Taking reports and shit. Y'all got it. I'm coordinating.
It's all love for all of them. I ain't got
Yeah,
no
they're
beef.
awesome.
A&D Fitness. I got 2 movies that I
I thought you
watched
was gonna
this
say
week.
his podcast.
2 movies. You heard me say 2 movies.
I would've
You heard me
got-
say 2 movies.
We'd have muted that shit, bro.
Yo,
It's shout for shout.
Alex is MVP this year, dog.
Shout for
This year?
shout.
We'll see.
Son,
We'll see.
last podcast,
We'll see. I'm gonna have
yeah, I
him on,
stomped.
I'm gonna have him on mute. I'm gonna have him on mute in a while. Watch.
All right, I like it.
The 2 movies I watched actually this weekend was One Night in Miami.
Yeah, I want to check that
I
out.
heard about that one.
Great movie. It's about
Malcolm.
Muhammad Ali, Jim Jones, and Sam Cooke.
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown.
Bowling.
Jim Brown, Sam Cooke, and then American Skin. I watched. It's about a war veteran. His son was shot and killed by a police officer. He does. It's almost. It got like John Q vibes.
What Night in Miami's on Prime, right?
My Night in Miami, yes.
And what's the American Skin on?
I watched it on demand.
Okay.
You can rent it. But Nate Parker is the lead actor, and then Amari Hardwick's in it.
Okay.
And then homeboy, if you watch Sons of Anarchy, Juice, he's in it. I don't know if you've watched Sons of Anarchy, but
that's the biker shit, right?
The character Juice, he's in that movie.
You are a biker, ain't you, Joe?
Yeah,
You're a biker. Yeah.
And then I just got 2 other. Today is the 13th year of anniversary of Michael Holston, big homie, big bro. Shout outs to the family, the Holston family, and all his kids. And then my brother, lost his mom today to COVID. So
man,
Sorry to hear that.
sorry to hear that. So
Prayers up.
man.
Press up.
I guess I'll go. It's our guest, Miggs and Joe. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it, man.
Appreciate
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Love it.
Always love.
It means a lot. And like to me, it really does mean a lot when people come on this podcast and just talk, because I never would have thought that we would have been here, like having people coming on the podcast that I never knew. So it's dope to see.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
And I
Very
appreciate,
much.
I appreciate you guys. I was very comfortable when I was the last time I came here. I felt right at home. I feel at home again.
You ain't eating none of my chicken, no, dog. I took a small offense, but I'm all right.
No, the food was good. It was good. But God's willing, we'll have more to talk about at the end of the year.
Oh, for sure.
Big things happen.
September.
You, congratulations on your way. You doing well.
Yeah,
Me too, Jim. Keep plugging. All you guys keep plugging, man.
6% more body fat.
New year.
19 more pounds.
No excuses. Know that hard stuff. Listen, hard times are gonna come.
Shake it off and move forward.
Shake it off and move. Don't start sitting there dwell on shit. Shake it off and move.
I like it.
So at the end of the year, you can say, you know what? Yeah, I said I was gonna do this. I did it. Or else you're gonna be like everyone else. Oh well, this year.
Start now, right?
Yeah, right now. There's no tomorrow. Right now.
MLK said that no matter what, just keep moving.
Keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Keep moving. I don't care what it is. Keep moving.
So I'm up. First honorable mention. I know Al's gonna hate this, but me. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna pop one of these when we're done.
Okay. I like it.
It's because
Yours.
it's because we're celebrating.
I like
All right,
it.
we're gonna pop yours though.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm hosting. I closed on the refi deal.
Congratulations, brother.
Put myself in a position. Thank you very much.
Yeah, congrats.
To buy my son the house with the swimming pool that, according to him, I have to buy.
That's right.
Nice.
So we're in a great Cadbury seat right now to get that done. My other two, me aside, the two honorable mentions. It's called Lyrics to Go 2 by Kota the Kid. It's only Kota the Friend. I'm sorry. It's only like 15 minutes long. It's like 5. It's just bars though, and it's reflective. And again, along that path of not that trap social conditioning bullshit, really makes you think about yourself. And then the second one is a TV show on Netflix called Lupon. Arsène Lupin.
I heard some things. That
saw the trailer
some people
for
were
that.
saying that it's not believable.
No. It's just very Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, is it?
Very, and it's you can tell they're mouthing in French, but it's English.
You can
but
do that.
yeah, you can do that. But it's I just found it entertaining. But if you're into that kind of like burglary and the unbelievable, yeah, it was cool. So yeah, Kota the Friend and Lupon.
You want to go, Miggs, or you want me to go?
No, I'll go. I got 4.
Quattro,
Yeah. So, Raekwon the chef.
of course.
Okay.
Purple tape closet.
Purple tape closet.
Purple tape. Yeah, definitely. The second one is I saw it on Netflix last night. The Black Godfather
Okay.
with Clarence.
Great. It's a great documentary. And the dude, it was all that was almost unbelievable. Like
Yeah.
this dude can have his hands in all of this.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The music mogul media. Yeah, I did watch that.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I felt like he was just like,
You can go, Joe.
He wasn't selfish
you
at
can
all.
go. Thank you.
Bro.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Thank you. Appreciate
We'll
you.
see you soon. Give you a call about that.
Just go outside, babe. I got
K.
red wine.
K, forgive him. It was us. We kept him long. It took me too long to cook.
No, I'm not taking that.
He's coming home with gifts. It was my fault.
He could have left.
No. Oh yeah, you free.
He talked all that shit on the podcast. He could have left.
I'm free in America. I'm a prisoner at home.
All right, Joe.
You good, Joe, bro?
Nah, like, love you guys.
All right,
love you
love
too,
you, man.
man.
Take it easy. All right, Black Godfather. Yeah, you're right. I did. I almost
That was
forgot
good.
about
It was
that. I did
good.
watch that. Yeah.
But I feel like it was deeper than just music.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, no.
I think he was someone that, was like, hey, listen, let me, make sure that your family's good.
Right.
Is your family good? So
He had the,
He gave Barack the stamp.
but he had the everybody eats mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
This ain't about me.
Yep.
I don't want the fame. I don't want. And he was raw too. He talked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was straight hood.
Yeah.
Raw beginnings.
I was gonna say something. Stop.
Nah, the Black Godfather is fire. That's a good documentary.
Energy's on high in this room. I love it. Alex, energy's on high today.
The third one is definitely this one. I thought.
Yes. Yes.
What we got
Behold the
there?
Pale Horse. I'm gonna
What a
give it
book
to
that
Dave.
one was.
Oh yeah.
This book was a
It's like the Bible for us back in
life
the day. when we
changing.
were- So.
Chapter number 2.
Uh-huh.
Favorite chapter.
And then for the fourth one would be you guys. You know what I mean? So
Hey.
Always appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys having me. I was quiet today, but I drive, to work. I go to different parts of Massachusetts. I go to Taunton, I go to Brockton, I go to New Bedford. I pop on the podcast and I'm just listening. You know what I mean? So it's therapeutic to kind of, not watching the news, just listening to you guys about different things and different views and stuff. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouts to you, Miggs.
Thank you.
Shouts to
out to
Miggs, yo.
Miggs.
Still the
Thank
greatest podcast guest giver.
Hell
no,
yeah.
podcast guest
Yeah,
giver.
he's number one.
Of
Number
all
one.
time,
Number
bro.
one.
I still never wore the socks yet.
No?
I ain't pair it right yet. I gotta have it right.
I'll get you a different pair.
No. They like in the shelf. They're
Okay.
they're just waiting for the right. Like I did
I'm also
it right.
gonna give McDalia some props too. We got a whole buffet of food.
We did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Mom's came through.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah,
mom's
yeah.
came through. Yeah, she's fire. And she's got a new what's her name coming out. We should shout her out right now too, right? Is it the skin oil that she has right now?
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to them.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
working.
yeah,
She's
so
working. Shout
Go
out to
Go
Dolly.
Glam.
Go Glam. Yeah, shouts to them.
Shouts to Go Glam. Check that out.
Honorable mention is Confession. It's a book. It's called Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Florida, outside of being
Is that through the app?
no, I have a paper back. It was given to me by a friend, some guy I met at work, a friend of mine from work. Florida was like the hottest it got was like 70. So when I say we were at a bar at night, it was like jeans and a sweatshirt and a hoodie. Like it was really, it got cold. It got down to like the 40s at night. You know what I mean? So it was cold. So sometimes we only got like 3 or 4 sunny days, and we took advantage of those days and went to the beach or whatever. But that was it. The rest of the days were either cloudy, rainy. It was kind of, it was just we were out of Rhode Island, so that was cool. Mm-hmm. Luckily, I brought this book, Confessions of an Economic Hitman. It changed my world view forever.
Yeah,
Forever.
You want this capitalistic shit now? What we doing?
Anti.
For
It's anti-capitalism now.
Should always be anti.
I'm not. I don't think I want to be anti anything.
You should always be anti-capitalist.
But I do think that there are.
Your baby can't eat them books.
I think that there's a veneer of shit that we are not privy to that allows us to believe that we have free will.
Yeah. What did he say? This is the greatest gift the devil ever pulled was letting the world believe he didn't exist.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the opposite.
Yes.
Same thing with your free will.
Yes.
And somebody put out a post today. We think that the devil is just one person.
Right. What's it?
Yeah.
Economic hitman?
Yeah, Confessions of an Economic Hitman. I think you could probably get it on Libby, which is the audiobooks app.
I'll check it out. Yeah, I think I know what that book is about, but
that book is out of control.
I definitely want to check that one out.
It's out of control. I'm still reading it. I think I have like 50 pages left. He starts. The book starts in 19.
What's the gentleman's name?
His name is shit.
Okay, never mind.
I don't have his name.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, but it starts in the 60s, and it starts in the 60s. He explains what an economic hitman is, because that's what he was. He explains who he worked for, and because I had all the time in the world while I was in Florida, and I brought my
feds.
and I brought my laptop
from the jail library. Get the fuck out of here. DC jail library.
DC jail library. They had a laptop in there.
Bob said they get phones in the feds.
Whenever he would mention a group, or whenever he would mention an association, or whenever he would mention that, even that little piece that I mentioned about Shell Ecuador, whenever he would mention that, and you would go back and look at those references,
it's there.
I went to a bad place, like mentally, like I was depressed when I came. I went to a bad place for a little bit because of this book.
Now let me ask you a question: are they lying to you, or just omitting?
Both.
Okay. All right. And they're lying too. All right. I might have to check this book out, man. I don't know if I want to go. I'm in it already. I told you it's 2 days after leg day for me emotionally. Yeah. I don't know if I want to go to a bad place right now. You got nothing brighter? This guy wrote it in Behold the Pale Horse.
No, is
that about death? Is that book about death?
It's got something in there related to death.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing uplifting.
So this book is dope because
Roots.
this book is solid, because this book is about, it's a conspiracy theorist's Bible, right? So when we were young and we were fucking thriving conspiracy theorists, and this book is talking about the owl and the dollar bill, and it's showing you all these dollar bill references, and then it's breaking down the government. And this guy was the first one to talk about fast flying objects in the sky, and now in June of 2020, we're starting to hear some of this shit, right?
I still remember that line in the fucking book when he's on the ship and he sees, and
right?
he's talking about seeing it. I still remember that shit.
And so this is like y'all
and he got
Orange.
killed. This guy got killed. So his history, the purpose for writing this book, there's a lot of controversy with this book. Even intellectuals don't really like this book. So there's a lot of controversy with this book, but it's almost like an Alex Jones in a book, right? Like there's a lot of shit that's like, but then there's also an equally, or maybe even more, a bunch of shit that just like, oh shit, that came to fruition. Oh shit, that came to fruition.
I'm trying to think about what was the other book with that Fahrenheit. Is it Fahrenheit 9/11? Fahrenheit 4/11? It's an older book like that. It's the same kind of thing where they were talking about super highways before they existed, 6-lane highways. Shit like that. Where he's just
Is that 1984 or whatever?
I can't remember what the Fahrenheit something. Yeah. All right. Behold the bit. Well, I don't want to go there neither. I'm gonna just stick to MySpace. I mean, not MySpace. Headspace. I'm gonna go in here right now. I'm on MySpace with Trump. Me and him are friends. Yeah, there's only one right now. Yeah, we did it, man.
Yeah,
Episode 128. 2 guests,
128.
dinner, gifts, tres leches. Champagne.
Yeah, let's have some sparkling wine.
Yeah, let's have some sparkling.
Hey,
Let's celebrate.
So what is it again?
Is it population
Fino
control?
Spumante.
Huh?
Is it population control? You never answered the question.
Oh, I think it's population control.
Okay.
I mean, gotta keep this Social Security shit going one way or another.
Yeah. Old folks are sitting at home collecting a check. Got to save money somewhere.
But we can't come out and say that.
Yeah,
so
true.
let's close schools.
It's true.
Yes.
Y'all, you guys in these conspiracies, bro.
Sorry.
I love it, man. I love
It's so much fun. It's so entertaining.
I'm just gonna sit here in my bliss. I got my own fucking problems right now. I don't know what's going on in the world. I gotta get my own shit together. But 128, fellas, we did it.
128. Yo, like, comment, follow, share. Y'all know what to do. We out.
Peace. With us.
Yo, Bob didn't even say peace no more.
Yeah.